Buy now, pay later is killing you. It's probably the number one thing that is actually draining money from your account day over day and constantly pulling money out, absolutely destroying your chances at financial freedom. In today's video, I'm gonna go over why apps like Affirm are absolutely killing you when it comes to your finances and why paying cash for things is the way to go if you wanna be financially secure. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Gray here. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about buy now, pay later apps like Affirm and those kind of things. And I wanted to kind of talk about this because it is everywhere nowadays. It is the new debt that is rising. There were some articles done over this about how it's one of those things that does not pop up on your credit score. And should it? It's now a multi-billion-dollar industry. And now you have it on things like any product at Walmart, any product on Amazon, you can pretty much Affirm or buy now, pay later. And depending on the area of the country that you're in or the website that you're on, it might be partnered with different apps. Affirm is probably the most popular, or buy now, pay later. Those are probably some of the big popular ones. But for the most part, it just kind of makes you wonder, why is this becoming such a prevalent thing? And I think I kind of want to talk about that in today's video because it is so popular. I mean, literally everywhere. I saw earlier today, I was at Walmart, you can now Affirm groceries, which is absolutely wild to me. The $12 you might spend for, not to be too specific, but the $12 you might spend on a Roback Mountain Dew Baja Blast 24 pack. And the fact that you can Affirm that and make that over 3 or 4 payments is kind of baffling to me. And I want to talk about that. So the first thing is going to be the hidden debt with the high interest rates. And so some things that these Affirm and these buy now, pay later payment options, the things that they're not telling you is the fact that, yes, it might be 0% the first 4 payments, but if you miss a payment, immediately it's 30% or higher in some cases, and now you owe that. And the hidden debt of it, the fact that it's very difficult to actually track these kind of payments. And they do that by design. They know you probably will miss a payment. And the more that you get used to these buy now, pay later apps, the bigger this problem actually becomes. And so what we're seeing now is the sky high interest rates on all these payments and the fact that you can have an unlimited amount open at any given time. If you're spending $400 a month on groceries, but you're buy now, pay later over 4 months, so you're doing $100 a month, you might end up spending $1,200, $1,600 a month on groceries, but now you have to pay it back. And then come that next month, you're still having to pay for last month's groceries this month. And it's just baffling. And I'm just focusing on groceries right now because that to me is pretty insane. The fact that you can buy now, pay later food. But besides the point, huge interest rates on these things. And they're absolutely killing you because they don't pop up on your credit. It's this industry where it's like, it's still new. It's not fully regulated yet. It's not popping up on your credit. It's not popping up on different things. And it's difficult to track. You can have these with multiple different apps and you can buy it now, pay later, almost anything. And it's really feeding into the consumerism that is America. And so I kind of want to hear your thoughts. Have you ever buy now, paid later? Have you ever Affirmed anything? Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever Affirmed and what you Affirmed, or bought now, pay later. Let me know what it was. And also throw in the comments, did you actually pay for it? Did you pay for it on time? Did you end up paying interest? Let me know. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring it to point number 2, which I kind of already mentioned, is the consumerism aspect. But specifically, it encourages impulse spending. Now, this specifically is a big, I would argue it's an epidemic in America. The fact that we're so consumerist, we're so impulse, I want to buy now, I want it now. And it takes away kind of the actual like self-discipline of delayed gratification, which I feel like it's such like a faraway term now. Like people are just so far out of, they can't actually fathom delayed gratification. And on this channel, we talk a lot about spending consciously, actually focusing, what is it you want to spend your money on? And is it a good use of your money? And specifically on this channel, I try to focus on the fact that it's okay if you want to spend money on eating out or, maybe a new PlayStation or a new Xbox, or if you're a real gamer, a PC. And the different games that you might want to get with that, or parts for your car, or whatever your hobbies are, the things that bring you enjoyment. I want you to spend money on things that make you happy, as long as we're covering other bases. We have no debt, at least no high interest consumer debt. We're leveraging ourselves correctly. We have a fully funded emergency fund. The basic stuff that you're actually going through. You're not in a bad position. I can go spend Like just this morning, I spent $100 on Christmas gifts. I can do that because I have a fully funded emergency fund. I'm investing consistently, and I'm not living above my means. So if I want to go spend a few $100 extra one month before Christmas on a birthday gift or Christmas gifts, I can do that. And that is one of the perks is you can be outrageously generous. However, you cannot be outrageously generous if you're spending all of your money on these these impulse purchases, things that you did not plan for. And it's hard to spend consciously if you didn't plan for it. A big thing is the fact that now I can take a $500 PS5 and I can make it a $100 PS5 because I'm paying only $100 now and I'm going to pay for it over the next 5 months. Or if I want a new microphone because some guy in the comment section told me I breathed into this thing too much, if I want a new microphone, if I want to get the Shure, like the SMB7 or SM7, whatever the podcast mic that everyone uses that I definitely am going to get at some point, do I actually, it's like $400 plus you got to get like a preamp or something. I looked at this on Amazon. I can actually go get that mic for under $100 now, and it could be here by tomorrow. The problem is I'm going to be paying for that for the next 6 months. And so it encourages this idea of impulse spending, and then we end up with so much stuff that we don't need and payments up to our eyeballs. And so that kind of brings me to point number 3 is not only your financial health, but your credit health as well. So missed payments can hurt your credit score. And while Affirm and stuff like this might not pop up on your credit score, it uses your credit to actually make these payments. And so if you're missing them and you get up to your eyeballs in debt with these buy now, pay later options, it will ding your credit and it will knock you down a few pegs. And so to really protect your long-term financial health, we need to actually be focusing on paying cash for things we actually need or things that we can afford in terms of wants, things that actually make sense within our financial picture. And so obviously I want a McLaren 720S. That does not fit in my financial picture right now. And so if I want a multiple, I think it's like $400,000 for the model that I want. If you actually want a $400,000 car, that does not make sense in my financial picture. However, as well on top of that, if I'm only making $4K a month, it would not make sense for me to go spend 20% of my income on an $800, $900 PC. That does not make sense. So this idea that I can spend $1,000, I could spend $2,000 on a brand new PC tomorrow, and I can just buy now, pay later over the next 12 months, then it would actually make sense in my financial picture. But what happens when that very next month I do it again, and that very next month I do it again, and now I have payments up to here, and I owe everyone money for things that I might not even have anymore, that could be broken, that if it's food are already gone and eaten and used. It's just a huge problem. So please, if you're watching this video, especially if you've made it this far in the video, please do not do this. Please do not Affirm or buy now, pay later anything. You don't need to. Either you have the cash to buy it or you don't, and that's okay. And so really focusing on staying away from things like Affirm, it might be hard in the moment because it does feel easier. Your brain actually gets the reward feeling of saving that money, in air quotes, saving that money, because you are spending less in the moment for a more expensive item. It gamifies the system. And so I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below on something like this. It is a new thing that no other generation has experienced before until us. And so I definitely want to hear what you think down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have enjoyed, drop a like and comment down below what we should talk about next. And hey, consider subscribing down below. We're almost to almost 400 subscribers now. So definitely consider subscribing down below. As I've said in a lot of these videos, every time I mention how many subs we're at, we tend to gain some more. And by the way, guys, if you didn't know, we're aiming for 500 by the end of this year. By the end of 2024, we're aiming for 500. And so if you guys really enjoyed this content, help support us here at this channel by consider subscribing down below for more personal finance and business content. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Adios.